Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of 4 on these collaboration videos to level up your smartphone content. In this episode, we're talking about the different type of videos you can put on LinkedIn. Today we have...
I'm Alice Fewings from Red Door Communications.
And I'm Andy from Pulse 8. We sound very American on this one.
We do.
Today we have. But let's continue. So what type of videos could you be putting on LinkedIn? Absolutely, there's many videos you could do, from one-off videos to video series to how-to videos to top tip videos. But before we dive into it all, let's talk about this, Alice. Alice, you're the expert of, well, you're the LinkedIn expert.
Yeah.
I'm video expert. We're calling ourselves experts here.
Yeah.
What type of videos can we have?
So I think you've touched on a few there, and I think it's really working out what you want to be communicating on LinkedIn and what your message is and what your audience are most going to engage with. I think that's the first thing to think about. And then it's working out in your marketing strategy what that looks like in terms of video content. So I've done a whole raft of videos on LinkedIn. I started off with one-offs, a great way just to test what kind of content your audience likes. So I did some how-tos, advice, top tip type videos. And off the back of doing that, I noticed that my audience really enjoyed video content. And I think we'll probably talk about this a little bit more, but video content really helps people to get a feel for what you're like to work with. They get to see your personality and how your mannerisms are, and it's a great way to build that relationship, which is what LinkedIn is all about.
Absolutely. I think if we wind it back one more step, is if you've never done videos before, it's really daunting.
Yeah.
Not only are you thinking about sort of like the technical aspect, which we covered in episode 1, see the link below, but also thinking about the content.
Yeah.
Do I do one video? Do I do 2 videos? Do I do 10 videos? And our advice would be, start off with one video, maybe even introducing who you are.
Yeah.
We all can talk about what we do. We're the experts at
Yeah.
what we do. It's no different to when we go networking. You stand up, you do your elevator pitch, a 1-minute pitch of who you are. Maybe start off with one of those videos to start off with. But then thinking long term, we want to think about if we're going to continue to post videos, to make sure that they're relevant, you're giving away something. So a series, just like in this video, we've got a series of 4 videos. Yeah. So let's talk about a video series. So Alice, being the LinkedIn expert, you're very good on your video series. You've learned a lot. I've seen, improvements. So explain to us what your video series is and the sort of content you would put out.
So yeah, you're quite right. So when I first started video, I just felt probably like all of you did. I was totally daunted by showing up on video, and that was a real barrier. But I just thought I really want to come into that space on LinkedIn. So I did start off with one-off videos, and then I saw that my audience really enjoyed them. So I wanted to commit to showing up in that way to serve my audience on LinkedIn. So I now commit to doing a video every single Tuesday.
Wow.
It is a lot of work, but it's a great way for me to share my expertise and experience with my audience. It's helped me increase my brand awareness on LinkedIn and just kind of strengthen the connections I've already got with people that I have following me.
I think that comes down to a bit of a strategy as well. If you're going to put out a video, think about why you're putting out videos.
Absolutely.
So I think, having an idea of why you're doing this in the first place, you've got to make sure there's good content, especially if you're going to create a series. So I would probably say chunk it up. Yeah. Technical term there for you. It's like this one is 4, so you could have 8, you could have 10. So as Alice has said, you record every Tuesday morning. That may not be practical for everyone.
Yes, yeah.
So I would suggest, from a professional point of view, dedicate an afternoon to maybe recording 4 or 5 or 6 or how many you feel comfortable with. Yeah. You get in your stride, you get comfortable, and you feel more confident as you film it. And it's done for the month. So if you're putting them out once a week, record 4, you've got content for a month. So that's why you would record a series. What other type of videos could we do? Could do case study videos? Yeah,
case studies I've found particularly useful if I'm running a campaign, so I'm trying to launch a particular service or product in business. I have got some lovely clients who have been very kind to give me some video testimonials. So you can put those together and use those on LinkedIn to, again, help try and promote your service and product that you've got. Case studies to share what your clients have been working on, what results they've seen from working with you.
I mean, you've got case studies, you've got testimony. Case studies feel like a bit more of a formal, this is how we help the client, this is how we help, solve their problem or their issue, whatever they've got. Other videos are like, some videos we put out were like Top Tip Tuesdays, Showcase Friday, where we wouldn't say why the client came to us, but we would highlight a client and say, this is what they're doing. So there's an immense amount of different videos you could do, and we'll probably list some in the post on here, and even link back to some of our videos might be a good idea to give you ideas, because we know half the battle when coming to producing videos is what do we do it on. And you need ideas, but this is where working with maybe a marketing strategist or a content producer really helps. We've used a copywriter to come up with ideas for us, just to plant a seed. That's a great idea. We can talk about this.
I have to say, that is the biggest barrier to doing it, but also makes the biggest difference in taking the overwhelm out of creating video. So when I first committed to doing my Tuesday videos, I sat down, I think I spent about an hour, and I just thought of every single idea to do with LinkedIn that I could talk about, and I wrote it down on an Excel spreadsheet, and I had 75 ideas that I came up with. 75 ideas. Now, that's not obviously fleshed out and into formal content, but that was ideas, topics, themes that I could talk about. And so now, although I haven't yet got to creating batch content, and I do it every week, all I have to do is go to this Excel spreadsheet, feel around what is the right topical theme for me to pick for this week, and then I've got that overwhelm taken out. I just pick something and then I can talk on it.
That's an amazing bit of advice. I'd say let's take an industry sector, hypnotherapists. You'd think, well, once you've talked about hypnotherapy, but there's different levels. So if you list out everything you can help people with as individual episodes, you've probably got a series of 10 videos you could be putting out there. And I think the one thing we all need to be mindful of when we're producing this sort of video is to make sure they're of value. So whether it's a one-off video, series or showcase, make sure there's a value, something your audience is going to get. You don't want to be sold at. You don't want to be preached at. And this is why we're producing this series, is to give you value. So I think that's going to be like my top tip from this episode.
Keep it value orientated, keep it simple. So thank you for watching. I hope this video has been really helpful for you. Do keep going with your video content. I'm sure you're going to do a fantastic video. And we look forward to seeing you again on our third video of this 4-video series. And we're going to be looking at how you can actually make the most of the post itself. So once you've got your video content, how do you create a post and make sure the algorithm in LinkedIn is doing its work for you?
Brilliant. So leave your comments below. We'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon, guys.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.